Hey everyone, David Shapiro here with a quick video. I wanted to talk about this sort of convergence and acceleration towards AGI that I'm sensing. What I mean by that is that, I'm deeply embedded in this space. I'm finding all the right people that are working on this stuff. I'm making YouTube videos about it. That's why you're here watching this. And there are a few ideas that are emerging. And there seems to be some, well, I already used the word convergence. Multiple people are coming up with similar ideas. So there seems to be this kind of scientific consensus building. And one example that I have is this idea of composable architecture, or composable cognition, or symphony of thought. There's a guy on the OpenAI forum and Twitter and YouTube, Josh Baczynski, I think I'm saying his name right. Anyways, he's got a Twitter post about a demo of his version of an artificial cognitive entity that he calls Cassandra. And it works almost identically to what I have built and proposed with natural language cognitive architecture. And as far as I can tell, he came up with it independently of me. Although he did post that after I published my book. So who knows, maybe he was inspired by my book. It's neither here nor there. The point is that there are multiple people coming to similar conclusions about how to achieve AGI. And then I just saw someone posted a really helpful comment about Google Flamingo, which Google Flamingo is basically a natural language cognitive architecture attached to a robot, which is exactly what I proposed in natural language cognitive architecture. Is you just come up with the instructions with a large language model. The large language model serves as the brain of the robot. It's flexible, it's adaptive, and then you can have a robot improvise. You can have it behave in an open-ended fashion through iterative recursive loops of behavior. So I think AGI, or ACE, is much closer than anyone realizes. It's just a matter of commercializing what we've already got now. A tiny little bit more research to make these things a little bit more powerful and a little bit more flexible, and also to make sure that they're reliable. And that's why I'm really glad that I've published my book, Benevolent by Design, which talks about the core objective functions we should give these machines, or the core heuristic imperatives that we should give them to ensure that they remain safe. Anyways, it's wild to be a part of this conversation and a part of this community. Just kind of seeing this stuff come to life in real time. Yeah, I'm blown away. That's why I'm taking a walk for lunch, just to reflect on, my contribution, which, is just a little drop in the bucket, a little tiny push. And just being part of this transformation that we're going through. More and more thought leaders are saying that artificial intelligence and automation are going to be far and away the most important technology we've ever created. Intelligent machines are the, quote, final invention of humanity. And, we got to do it right. And it just, I'm starting to see that while I hope I've had a positive contribution, it's still, I always knew that I couldn't do this on my own, right? It's just way too big. There's way too much research to do, way too much money involved, right? I was never going to train GPT-3 on my own, that sort of thing. And it's just good to see this collective effort. There's, I don't know how many of us there are working on this kind of stuff, maybe 10,000, maybe 100,000. I don't know how many people are working on these problems globally, but we are all working together. And it seems like there's a consensus emerging about how to achieve this. And so this convergence and acceleration towards AGI, I think it's closer than anyone realizes. So anyways, thanks for watching. Hope this was helpful.